We on, bro.
Got that same, bro.
All right, Shalom. We want to give all praises due to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rafah Kadash. All right, we out here another week. All right, we the Hebrew Israelites. All right, who are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? All right, we here another weekend, man, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass place called America, man. All right, this wicked-ass kingdom called America, man. People think this is the land of milk and honey, man, and this place is an example for the rest of the world. But this place is wicked as fuck, man. All right, you can start off with that.
All right. This is Job 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. All right, and well, first of all, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, the Most High is the one that gives builds kings up, man. All right, he's the one that controls the rulership, man. So the scriptures say what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. And who's the wicked? Okay, the so-called white man. Okay, all right, you red Hebrew Edomites, man. All right, you're the wicked on the face of the earth, man. All right, how do we know you're the wicked? All we gotta do is look at your track record, man. All right. First of all, who's ruling the earth right now, man? Who's on your dollar bills, man? Who's on your money? Who's making all these political decisions, man? The so-called white man. Okay. There's no doubt about it, man. He is the one that runs the earth, man. Contrary to belief, they like to say, we all equal and all of this bullshit. But hey, man, in this earth, man, in the earth right now, man, we're really not equal, man. All right, the so-called white man is on top. All right, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's right, man. And it's, man, he covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. All right, and who's the chief judge? All right, who's the chief person that they covered up, man? Our Lord and Savior, man, Yahweh Shai, man. All right, all these years, man, all these years you growing up, man. Hey, in my crib, man, my parents had a big ass Bible, big heavy Bible, man, with white Jesus on it, man. All right, they you know what I'm saying? They covered the face of our Messiah, man. All right, they covered the faces of the angels, man. They got the angels around here flying around. Well, they got depictions of the angels as babies, naked babies, flying around with fucking bow and arrows and shit, man. All right, they covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. All right, when you read in the scriptures, you understand that the Lord, who his name is not Jesus Christ, all right, his name is Yahweh Shai. He's a so-called black man, all right, with white and woolly hair, man. All right.
All right. If not, where and who is he?
That's right. If not, where and who is he, man? All right. The so-called white man, they like to say, oh man, we not the Edomites, we the Japhites and all of these things. No, man. All right. The so-called white man loves to be everybody but himself. You know what I'm saying? He loves to go everywhere he goes. He takes over their land. He takes over the people's identity. Right? He takes over their identity. He takes over all their resources. All right, and then he claims to be that nation, man. But guess what, man? You have been revealed. Okay? The so-called white man has been revealed, man, and the so-called white man is Esau, the Edomite, according to the scriptures, man. All right.
And this is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's right, man. His soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, man. All right, and you could go on, hey, man, you're just talking, man, like anything the so-called white man touches, man, it's just, he just destroys it, man. All right, and that's just how he is naturally. Like, he can't help himself, man. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man, he might apologize for something. He don't mean that shit, man. He don't mean it, because in his soul, in his heart of hearts, hey, man, that's what he enjoys doing, man. He enjoys being a wicked, vile creature, man. All right?
Oh, read that again. All right, this is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
But the just shall live by his faith.
That's right, man. So, hey, man, soul which is lifted up is not upright in it, man. But guess what, man? We the just, man, and we gonna live by the faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right. We're the just. We're coming back to our nationality. We're coming back to our heritage, man. All right. And when I say we, I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. Okay. We living in this time, man, and like we're a beacon of light in this wicked ass world that we live in, man. All right. This world that promotes just wickedness, man. Everything that's contrary to the scriptures, man. This world of homosexuality, trannies running around, man. Your woman is out of order, all right. Abominable foods, GMO foods, all right, and just wickedness in general, man. The music is fucked up, man. All right. Everything is defiled, and they push that. They push these things as if it's something righteous. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
That's right, man. And that's what's coming for you so-called white people, man. All right, you red Hebrew Edomites, man. That's what we living in that time, man. All right. Your kingdom is falling. All right. If you look around in America, man, hey, man, this place is spiritually dead. All right, it's physically dead. The infrastructure is all fucked up. All right, financially it's dead. Okay, and we live in a time where right now is really a transition, man. A transition from you Edomites, from Esau being in power to Jacob, man. All right, these are the times we living in, man. And it's not like one time 50 years ago. No, we live in. You can look and see the signs, man. All right.
And where it says because thou hast spoiled many nations, you know, speaking about how they've robbed many nations, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And they've robbed their resources, their land.
Yeah.
So Yahweh Bashim Shai is saying that because they robbed so many different nations, maybe the nation of Israel, they robbed our land.
That's right.
He's gonna split them, man.
That's right.
He's gonna destroy their so-called kingdom, which is, you know, America.
That's right.
You know?
Oh, that's, hey, man, we've seen an example of that all the time. Like, yo, and we've seen it goes on all the time. We've seen it going on in Venezuela right now.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
The so-called white man, he just go over there. I never seen that in my life.
Yep.
A man, he been voted in, which, you know what I mean? I think he was voted in for two terms. Some random guy, he just declared himself the president of Venezuela, and the United States recognize him, you know? But all of these things is a plot. We've seen this over and over, time and time again, all right, with the so-called white man, okay? He goes into your country on the guise of, oh, he's trying to help you out, man, and as the brother said, he spoils your country, man, all right? So for those things, all right, that's going to happen it's going to happen to you, okay? That's it.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
That's right, man. For men's blood and violence of the land, man. Okay? You gonna be a spoiled man. Okay? That's why. How was America built, man? All right? How was this empire built, man? On blood. You can get out of Habakkuk 2 and 12. You can just go down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? On blood, man. On the blood of the Native Americans, man. The so-called Native Americans, man. On the blood of you so-called Negroes, man. That's how America was built, man. All right? And that's how it's still being built. All right? On the blood of our people, man. Okay?
I got something for you.
Okay.
This is Numbers 35, verse 33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Yeah, that's right, man. So the land is defiled, all right, because you truckers, man, you shed the blood of our people, all right. So guess what? The only way this land can be cleansed, man, all right, is by your blood being shed, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, man, that's only fair, all right. Contrary to popular belief, because the so-called white man, he used to like to say, oh, that's a long time ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should forget about it. get over it, you and your feelings and whatnot. But guess what, man? Hey, man, what did the scripture say, man? The law requires what is past, man.
Yeah.
And the past, what is required, you shed blood, all right? You shed blood to get this place. You still shedding blood, all right? Everywhere you go, you shed blood. You have over 800 military bases around the face of the earth, all right? Numerous amounts of wars, proxy wars, all these wars we don't even hear about. Okay? So for that, your blood needs to be shed, man. All right? We don't want no apology, man. I don't want no reparations, no apology, no none of that, man.
Yeah, you keep your monopoly money.
Yeah, keep your monopoly money, man. All right? The things we fighting for here, man, you can't give, bro. All right? What's this, Salaki? You can get that.
This is a Habakkuk 2 and 12. Hold up a minute, because I got to get out strong of the scripture. All right. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
Yeah, that's right, man. The scriptures say what? Yeah. It says, woe unto him that established a town with blood and a city by iniquity, man. All right? So, hey, man, what do woe mean, man? Destruction, man. All right? And that's what's coming to you so-called white people, man. Destruction is coming onto you, man. Why? Because you build this place by blood, man. All right? And not just blood of regular people, man, but the apple of the Lord's eye, man, by the Lord's chosen people, man. All right? The Israelites, man. All right? So you say that again?
Oh, kind of. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity.
Yeah, that's right, man. So, hey, you so-called white people, man, your destruction is nigh, man. Your destruction is nigh, man. We've been over here close to 500 years in slavery, building up this place. And guess what, man? You're going to get your just due. All right? You're going to get your just due, man. All right? It's only, in the world they call it quote-unquote karma. Well, hey, man, whatever energy, you know what I'm saying? They say that, whatever energy you put out, you're going to receive. Well, the energy the so-called white man put out, man, is death and destruction, man. Yeah. All right? So you're going to receive that same energy, even worse, man, in righteousness, which is, it's going to be even worse. All right? You know what I'm saying? Is more of that?
No, that's it.
All right, yeah. So get that. Jeremiah 22:13. All right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Okay? We living in the time of the destruction, the falling of America, man. So spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. All right, which is called Babylon, man. All right, which is called the shadow of the valley of the shadow of death, man. All right, this is America, man. All right, just promoting wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Homosexuality, okay? Drugs, drug use, okay? This place is going to be destroyed, man. It says, whoa, man. So you get that.
I got it. This is Jeremiah 22 and 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work.
That's right, man. So it says, man, woe unto him that giveth so like you read that last part?
All right, I'm gonna do it slow. Yeah. Jeremiah 22, verse 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work.
That's right, man. So how was America built, man? On the blacks, on the slaves, man. All right, after you destroyed the Native Americans, all right, you brought the so-called Negroes over here, and we build up this whole place, man, for free, man. All right, for free 99, we get no compensation, man. All right, and guess what, man? We still doing it, man.
Yeah, and you just gave us giving the people illusion that it's money, when it's really it's worthless. It's just making people think they're not slaves and earning what they make.
That's right.
It's bullshit, and you're gonna pay for that too.
That's right, man. All right. So you didn't give us, you didn't pay us for our work, man. We built up this whole place, man. All right. It's crazy when you think about it, man. We built this whole place, man. All right. And then these motherfuckers can give you a ticket. I'm like, bro, I built this whole place up for free, man. You gonna charge me after I build up your whole place, man? You gonna give me a ticket for some bullshit, man?
And I'm glad that the brothers put out the videos with Israelite and more Israelite inventors.
Yeah.
Because I had a feeling that Esau wasn't creating that stuff. I couldn't prove it.
Right, exactly.
But the scriptures say Jacob is a form of all things.
That's right. That's
so
right.
in order, so that you automatically know, like, we our people invented all these things, but we just, we can't
prove it.
Yeah.
We can't prove it according to Esau's laws and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm gonna tell you this. When I was in school, when I was in college, you know what I'm saying? I'll never forget this, man. We had a little group project or whatever, man. Came up with the whole thing, man. I came up with the whole thing, bro. I got the lowest grade of the whole group. I'm like, wow, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but that's how these Edomites are, man. You come, Jake invents everything, all right? And what they do, man, they steal your idea, or they might have the funds to have it patented or whatever it is, all right? And they take credit for it, man. All right, so everything these Edomites, everything they claim, you know what I'm saying? It's on deceit, man. All right, it's deceitfulness and lies, man. Okay, but guess what, man? We live in a time where what, man? Your nakedness is being shown, man. All right, even Edomites, even your own people, you know what I'm saying? They showing themselves. Some of them, they say, hey, man, this is what's going on, man. All right, that's why. The Lord created the internet, man. All right. So all this information, all these things you were hiding before, is coming to the light, man. What is in the dark must come to light. Okay.
This is Jeremiah 10:16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things.
That's right, man.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
That's right, man. The form of Jacob is.
All right. Jeremiah 10:16. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Yeah, the portion of Jacob is not like the heathen, not like the so-called white man, all right? The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name.
That's right, man. So we the form of all things, man. All right. We the creatives on the face of the earth, man. All right. Whatever we do, even in our Lord's state, man, all these nations, man, they follow, man.
All right. Prince of the power.
That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So don't get it twisted, man. Like, listen, man. If you just look at it, man, you're like, yo, man, these so-called white people, man, they can't invent anything, man. All right. They can't even invent like little slang terms, nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the scriptures talk about how it's gonna say that, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna.
No, sorry. Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go
finish.
The brother brought out through the spirit that that Israel, where the salt of the earth, man. You know, us as a nation, you so Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are Hebrew Israelites, which the word Israel in the ancient Hebrew is Yasharallah, which means he is a prince with the power. Yahweh Shema Shai has given us the spirit to be over everyone. And he's created us to be a special people, as it says in the book of Deuteronomy 7, verse 6. You know? And the salt, in essence, is really speaking about, brothers having this truth, man. Being able to break down the Bible. But in a worldly sense, if you want to say, in a worldly sense, Jacob's got that flavor, man. Out of all the other heathen nations out there, Jacob's that nation that just got that panache, that style, that wisdom. To this, whatever they touch turns into gold, man.
Look at remember Dapper Dan, right?
Yeah.
When he was customizing Louis Vuitton, the Fendi, and the Gucci and all of that, they shut him down, right? But then they had him shut down, but then they hired him to because they was still in his style. And they can't, even if they stole it, they still can't maneuver how he was because he kept growing.
Hey, bro, imagine, not for nothing, bro, imagine Nike without Jordan.
Yeah.
Imagine Nike without Jordan. It's nothing without Jordan, man. We're the soul of the earth, man. We're the soul of the earth. Beginning, with all the tribes are the soul of the earth, man. We've all got our own different characteristics and our own different flavor that we bring to the world, man, to the earth. Yeah. You know.
But even within that, you know what I'm saying, we all are the souls, but the head tribe is Judah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and with a spiritual eye, when I first came into the truth, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Because once Judah do something, it trickled down. It trickled down.
That's just the way it is.
You know?
That's the spirit.
Yeah. So you can get that.
Deuteronomy 7:6.
I didn't want to create no tribal war.
No, it's a fact. Once I realized I said, the American so-called black is the head tribe. That makes sense because they come up with the music or whatever, and it just go down. It just trickle down. You know.
But again, each tribe, just for brothers out there, so brothers don't get simple.
Yeah.
Each tribe has got, the Lord has created each tribe as a gem.
That's right.
That's why we've all got our own different gemstones, man.
Yeah.
We're all special, man.
Yeah.
But Judah, Yahweh, that's that's the head tribe, man. At the end of the day, that's the head tribe.
That's the tribe our Lord sprang out of.
Yeah.
All right.
Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power.
That's right, man. So we are holy people unto the Lord thy power. We are separate people, man. All right. All right. We stand out, man. We're not like everybody else, man. All right. Our spirit, you know what I'm saying, is different than all these other nations, man. All right. They can try to imitate that, man, but you can't. Okay.
The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people.
That's right,
unto
man.
himself.
That's right. So the Lord thy power hath chosen us to be a special people unto ourselves, man. All right. None of these other nations, man, could even compare, man. All right.
That's why these heathens hate us. Even with these heathens, with their so-called religions and their churches, it's not lively like Jake's.
Yeah.
They dull, man. You ever see the what is that, Catholic church or whatever?
Oh my God, it's like they playing the organ. I'm like, yo, what is this?
Sounds the money.
Yeah, that's right. That's a
good point, man.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's right, man. It says above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. All right, so that everybody's equal bullshit that they push out in America is null and void, man. All right. The scriptures say, man, hey, man, we above all people upon the face of the earth, man. All right, it's Israel and everybody else, man. All right, first, I don't care who's in second place, man. Like, I don't really give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Israel is the head nation above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. And it's evident, man. It's evident that we're in the lowest state. We live in the ghetto. We live in the favelas. We live in the barrios. All right. And these nations, man, they want to beat us, man. All right. And they jealous. They envy us, man. All right.
And we could take anything and make it hot or give it flavor, man.
Right.
And even in a low condition or whatever, we can make it something. So Esau comes in with his laws and everything, you know. It's crazy how they used to come upon us in the 90s, man. Jake, we could sell like watches or whatever, $50 a pop, $300 a pop, in the early 90s or whatever, man. And you know, but I don't want to go off.
Understand. Unless you finished there?
Yeah.
All right. It's 1 Peter 2 verse 9. What it says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who have called you out of darkness into the marvelous light, into his marvelous light.
That's right, man. So, hey, man, we are chosen people, a peculiar people, all right, that's been called out of this darkness, man. How will we call out of darkness, man? All right, the Lord opening our minds to get this truth, man. All right? When we are in the world, man, we are in that darkness, man. All right? But guess what, man? The Lord opened up our eyes, man, to this truth, man, to this righteous way of living, man, this light, man. All right? That's why we out here we out here in the streets, man.
Yeah.
All right? Pushing this word, man.
Right.
Okay?
Hey, and that chosen generation is talking about who? The elect of the nation of Israel, man.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai has a remnant within his own nation that he's chosen to be a special people above all of the other Israelites. Man.
That's right.
You know, that's where you get the term, you know, that we bring out all the time, the 1/3 and the 2/3, pursuant to Zechariah 13 and 8.
That's right.
Right? Because pursuant to Zechariah 13 and 8, you know, America's going to be destroyed, but out of America is going to come 1/3, a chosen generation that's going to be delivered from this common destruction, man. During the time of World War III, during the time of the hour of temptation, during the martial law, the concentration camps, when all hell breaks loose, Yahweh Shai is going to pluck 1/3 of his people out of that hell, man. So where it says ye are a chosen generation, Lord, that's us brothers that's doing the work, man. Lord, we endure to the end, man.
Right, man. The brother said something very important. It's coming destruction to America.
Yeah.
It's coming destruction, man. Don't get it messed up, man. America is due to be destroyed. All right, according to the scriptures, man. All right, nuclear missiles is going to be shot from the ends of the earth to America, man. And the only way, all right, you're going to be saved, all right, you got to be part of that elect, man. That elect, that 1/3 that's going to be beamed up, all right, by these so-called UFOs, man. All right. So even within our people, man, as the brother said, man, as the scriptures say, 2/3 of our people gonna get wiped out, man. All right. Straight up, you know.
Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. You know, we got it. Wait. This is Psalms 2:12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry. Oh, we changed topics, right?
No, it's all right. It's all right, bro.
Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
That's right, man. So, hey, man, we got to put our trust in the Lord, man.
Can I say something real quick? How do you read that again? Kiss the Son. How do you kiss the Son, man?
Kiss the Son, lest he be angry.
Who's the Son? The Son is Yahweh Shai. It says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry. The Son is Yahweh Shai. How do we kiss the Son? By coming out here. We do what we're doing right now. Building the highways and the byways, pushing this word, gathering the hope for the elect, also putting videos up throughout the week, man. Observing the high holy days, observing the Sabbath to the best of our ability, man. That's how we kiss the Son. And the Son is Yahweh Shai, man.
Breakdowns, the parables also.
The breakdowns, the parables, everything that's pertaining to this truth, do it wholeheartedly and put a double spirit on you, know what I'm saying? So you could be able to be out there on fire pushing this word, man. Yahweh Shai is the Son, man. That's what says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry with thee. How can the Son be angry with you? So let's talk about Yahweh Shai, man. And why would Yahweh Shai be angry with you? You're not doing what he said to do, man. We was commanded to go out to the highways and the byways to push this word, to gather the elect, man. The hopeful elect, man. And that's what we doing, man.
And Yahweh Shai, one of his names is the morning star.
That's right.
Even, one of the nicknames for Yahweh Shai is the morning star, right?
Yeah, the key word is obedience, man. You gotta show obedience unto Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, man. Just like the elder broke down. None of us gonna say anything more. You just do what the Lord tells you to do, man. Come out here and do the work. When you're at home, do the work. You get up your brothers to the best of your ability, and you show obedience. So the key word is obedience, man. That's how you kiss the Son, man. You obey His word, man.
No, that's how you show. That's how you show love, man. That's how you show that you love the Lord, man. A lot of people out here, man, they like to say, "Oh, I love the Lord," and no, you don't really, you don't. Yeah. All right, because it's very simple. What do you say, man? If you love me, keep my commandments, man. All right, and we understand. All right, you can't keep the commandments 100% in this wicked ass place. All right, but hey, man, we do. That's why we say you do to the best of your ability, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why we're out here, man. Because in the world, I didn't know what it meant to love the Lord. I didn't know what it meant, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is looking for fear, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is looking for fear more so than love, man.
Which it goes hand in hand. The fear and the love goes hand in hand. Because you're gonna love Yahweh Shai out of the fear.
That's right.
Out of the fear of Him, being able to jack you up.
Yeah.
So, by default, you're going to love the Lord by keeping His commandments to the best of your ability. But in order to keep the commandments, you got to know what first? You got to know that you're a Hebrew Israelite, man. That's right. And that's why we're out here, to let you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you're Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. And that your power is Yahweh. Okay? And if you don't obey Him, if you don't love Him, which is, keeping the Lord's statute commandments to the best of your ability, if you're able to understand this word, if you don't come out here and do the work, then Yahweh Shai is going to be wrath with you, man.
That's right.
And destroy you in the time of Jacob's trouble. Destroy you in the time of World War III, man. Because that's what's coming. Great death, great destruction. The brother always brings out great deliverance. And you want to be on the side where you're going to be delivered, man. For doing this work,
Yeah, man. So, hey, man, when it comes to this fear, man, I just did a video on it, man. Hey, man, we're not supposed to fear a man, okay? We're not supposed to fear a man. We're supposed to really fear the Lord, man. All right? Because he's the one that can bring that judgment, man. He's the one that can bring that wrath, man. All right? Okay. You know?
This is Isaiah 45, verse 7. It says, wait, you don't trust me?
No.
Isaiah 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness, and make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
That's right, man. So the Lord formed the light and create darkness, man. He creates the peace and evil, man. All right? It's the Lord that, as the scriptures, I just really said it the way I was read. The Lord is the one that do all these things, man. All right? And that's one thing you got to understand when it comes to the Lord, man. Is the Lord is the one that has the issues of life and death, man. He does all these things, man. All right?
So,
it's not a Satan or whatever, man. It's the Lord. He does all these things, man.
So now, during the time when the Most High brings death, destruction, and deliverance, hey, the Most High controls both sides, man.
That's right.
So that's why they say he formed the light, he created darkness, he formed war and peace. He does all these things. So therefore, if we know these things, we know the Lord is the author of all this. He worked the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So he has the power to deliver from death. He has the power to deliver you from the clutches of Esau. Because Esau is the Most High's whipping stick. That's why King David prayed to the Most High in Psalm 17 and 13. Deliver me from the wicked, which is that sword. Because why? The Most High controls both sides. The Most High controls the issues of death. You know what I'm saying? So if the Most High wants you to get caught up in the clutches of Esau and get put to death during the time of martial law, and that's your lot. That's what's going to happen to you. But the Most High deliver you, because the Most High can deliver you. He controls both sides. Let's keep that in mind. The Most High controls both sides, the left hand and the right hand. So he can deliver you from death and deliver you to death. Bottom line.
Hey, Shimon, Baba Kushar on the phone. Can we search where it says, fear not him?
That kill the body?
Yeah.
That can kill the body, right?
Yeah, that can kill the body.
That's right.
Matthew 10 or so.
Hey, 'cause that's what it's about, man. The spirit of fear, being obedient unto Yahweh Shai. You know, we need deliverance, man. And it says in the scriptures that none can deliver anyone out of the hand of the Lord. Roughly paraphrasing.
That's
man.
right there. Deuteronomy, the 39th chapter, the 32nd, 32 and 39. Somebody get that Baba Kushar real quick.
It's Matthew 10 and 28.
Yeah. You good there?
No, I got it because I want to go to the KJV. You know, this other one's going.
So you want to get the Matthew 10 and you want to break that down? Then I break down them 32, 39. Then I give it back to you, brothers, man.
All right, I got it now. You know, this is Matthew 10, verse 28.
Yep.
And fear not them which kill the body.
Yeah, them that can kill the body are these, ordinary peons out there, man. I'll give you an example. In the time of martial law, when this mark of the beast is out, which the mark of the beast is the implantable microchip, when Esau has any type of weaponry in front of your face, you have to pray unto Yahweh Shai that it gives you the faith to fear him and not, the Esau, so to speak, man.
That's right.
Read that again, bro.
Whoa.
Matthew 10 and 28.
Nah,
And fear not them which kill the body,
Yep.
but are not able to kill the soul.
Yeah, that are not able to kill the soul, because who's in control of the soul? Who's the father of the spirits? The heavenly Father, Yahweh, man. That's his name, and he's the father of the soul, man. You know? So you ought to fear him rather than fear the man that has, a gun in his hand, or that puts you in an electric chair, or, does any type of torments into you. You need to fear Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead up.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
And that's the point, man. Rather fear the heavenly Father, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, because the power has now been given unto Yahweh Shai. Matthew 28, verse 18 on down. You have to fear those two entities, man, that can not only kill your body, but they can destroy your soul, your spirit, man. And that's where you get your so-called Stephen Hawkins out there. That's where you get your Stevie Wonders out there, because they come back in the reincarnation and they're all jacked up. Some people are blind, some people are deaf, some people are both blind and deaf and spastic.
Some people are born stuck together. So I used to complain about my condition, like I'd be like, damn, man, I don't got certain shit.
Yeah.
But then I started to think like, yo, man, I can walk, I can see.
Right.
I see motherfuckers born stuck together.
Yeah, that's bad. It's bad.
You know what I mean? They gotta witness their other half taking the shit and they can't. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So really, I complain about the condition, but I really can't like go off complaining too much.
Right. Yeah. But that's what the point that we really want to extract from that is where it says, fear him that can kill the body and the soul in hell, man. You know, because a lot of our people, they got a misconception of what hell is. Hell isn't some underground place where you burn in, you know, underground forever. Hell is actually a condition, a state of condition. Like we named earlier, you got some people that are blind, that's their hell. Some people are deaf, that's their hell. They're in a condition of, they're in a bad state, so to speak, man.
Yeah, you got a lot of people coming out. You got a lot of people coming, you know, being born with autism.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that's another one.
That's their hell, man.
Yep.
You got a lot of people being born with cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
You know, being confined to a wheelchair.
MS.
And you know, multiple sclerosis. You know what I'm saying? Being born with sickle cell.
Yeah.
The trait, where was the whole disease or the trait?
Mm-hmm.
See, that all goes back to fear the Most High, who's able to. What's that scripture? Matthew what?
Matthew 10 and 28. Read it again?
No, you don't have to, because it goes hand in hand with Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, the 39th verse, man.
Yeah.
So get that real quick, because hey, the Most High has the power to destroy, man. So you don't fear man, you fear the Most High, who able to destroy you, man. 32 and 39, real quick. 32, 39.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39, and it says, see now that I, even I, am he.
This is Yahweh speaking, man. Read.
It says, and there is no God with me.
There's no other power with Yahweh. Why Yahweh shot, man? All these other deities that these other nations worship, they ain't gods, man. They product of the workman, man.
Yeah.
Who designed it and molded it to where we got 8 arms and 10 heads, or whatever they worship, man. Yeah. It's not a god. It's a figment of somebody's mind that they molded and shaped it to whatever design they wanted to be, man. And they sit and bow down to it.
Yeah.
It says, I kill and I make alive.
Hey, the Most High say he kill, he make alive, man. 1 Samuel what? 2 and
6.
2 and 6, man. The Most High kill for make it alive. Read, bro.
It says, I wound and I heal.
Hey, the Most High can wound you and he can heal you, man. Or he can straight put you to death, man. The Most High controls both sides, man. He can wound you and he can heal you, man. He can wound you for scourges and amendment just to get you right and put that fear in you, or he can straight take you out, man.
Hey, he done that unto his own son, Yahweh Shai.
Done, man.
Who put the stripes on Yahweh Shai's back?
It say please the Most High to bruise him, man. You see what I'm saying? So finish reading that real quick.
It says, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
No man or no entity or no deity out here that can deliver you out of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai's hand. Why?
That's right.
Because he's the ultimate. He is the supreme being. There's no one that can deliver you out of his hand, man. It says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh, man. Because once you fall into his hands, man, that's your ass. You understand what I'm saying? It's more?
That's it.
All right, bring that out real quick. I'm going to give it back to you, brother. You can bring it out.
2nd Ezra 14, verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again.
Hey, man, after death shall the judgment come. Because, hey, man, once you give up the spirit on this side, man, automatically go to the judgment seat of Yahweh.
That's right.
You get judged, and at your appointed time, you come back in the flesh. That's where they get the word reincarnation from, back in the flesh, through your parents. Then you on earth, and you living out your judgment. Wherever you is, to live to be 5 years old and get hit by a car, that was your judgment. Where you live to be 40 years old and catch cancer, that was your judgment, man. Whatever the Most High judge you, deemed your judgment, you on earth, living out your judgment. Read it again real quick. 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter, the what?
35th verse. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again.
For after death shall the judgment come. Like I just explained, once you give up the spirit, and your spirit go back to the Heavenly Father who made it, and your body goes into the ground and turn back into the dust, you automatically go into the judgment seat, right in front of the judgment seat of Yahweh. Then you receive your judgment.
Babe, but then Jake's got a question of where the judgment is. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter.
And the place of judgment is this earth, man. The place of judgment is this earth, man. So like I said, you go back to the spirit world, you receive your judgment, and then you come back after a certain amount of time, the time appointed, that for you to come back into the, into reincarnation, which is the back in the flesh, the time appointed for you to come back in the flesh, your parents have sex, you be brought, the Most High put that spirit, that same spirit that said to be judged in the womb of your parent, of your mother. She give birth. Now it was a newborn baby, an old soul, old spirit, but with a new body.
Yeah.
Now, whatever your judgment is, you living it out until the appointed time when the Most High snatches your ass off. Wherever you got 10 years, 20 years, you could be out here selling drugs and shit at the age of 21 and get put to death, man. That was your judgment.
That also shows predestination.
That's right, man.
Wow.
That shows, hey, man, everything is predestined, man. See, you was saying that was your destiny, man. That meaning that was your lot, man. That was your judgment that you received, that the Most High handed down on you when your soul appeared to him in front of the judgment seat, man. The earth is the place of judgment. That's what you see a lot of people getting put to death out here, man. That's what you see a lot of wars and rumors of wars and upwars of the people and famine and death and pain, man. Because the earth is a place of judgment. And it tells you that in Ecclesiastes, man. In the scriptures, man.
I'm gonna just finish this.
Yeah, right. Then bring that out real quick.
It says, "And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared."
That's right, man. Then should the names of the righteous be manifest, and the names of the wicked be declared, man. Because it's gonna be made manifest who is the righteous, because they're gonna be delivered in the time of all kind of death and anguish and pain, man. The 1/3. But the wicked's gonna be taken in it, man.
Yeah, and we're declaring who the wicked is right now.
So we declare who the wicked is right now. And then also you got 2/3 of you Negroes, especially in America, that's more wicked than Esau. Because you're following the ways of Esau. So we're gonna prove that that the earth is a place of judgment, man.
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 16.
It's not 50.
I'm gonna start at 15. It says, "That which had been is now, and that which is to be had already been, and the Most High required that which is past."
Hey man, show you that there's something called reincarnation, man. Because that which have been, read it again, that which have been what?
That which has been is now.
That which have been of old is now. Because they're back in the reincarnation, read.
And that which is to be had already been.
And that which to be, people that's slated to be born at a later date was already here, but they was here already. They was already been. So read.
It says, "And the Most High required that which is past."
And the Most High required that which is past. All them Edomites and all them postcards with lynches of Jakes being lynched on trees, they smiling by them pictures. All them souls are back, man. Isaiah the 14th chapter, 21st verse, man. They are slated for destruction. They are slated to be slaughtered, man. Read.
It says, "And moreover, I saw under the sun,"
Which is the heaven, under the sun, which is the earth.
"the place of judgment."
The earth is the place of judgment, man. Read.
"That wickedness was there."
And wickedness is here right now. Esau is the wicked.
Yep.
Also, his wicked device that he have devised, homosexuality, all his philosophies, all his lies, his deceit, is here on the earth right now, man. Read.
It says, "And the place of righteousness," it said, "and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there."
You got the wicked and the righteous dwelling on earth, man.
So that shows that this ain't like that spiritual hell that they talking about, like you know,
Dante's
like
Inferno.
that place of eternal torment.
No, Dante's
Because
Inferno.
heaven and earth is a condition played out. Heaven and hell is a condition played out on earth, Salakia. Heaven and hell is a condition played out on earth, man. Esau is in this heaven right now, man. And we in our hell, our place of torment, man. Because right now, we go to Esau for the one of all things, man. Right now, we being tormented, man. Esau is too about the international bankers. They in their heaven right now. They are everything their hearts desire, man. At the beck and call of a snap of a finger. They got men servants, women's service, they got whatever they want, man. Heaven and hell is a condition playing out on earth, man. And this is our judgment, man, because we in hell right now, man. I don't know no other hell other than this, man. I don't know no hell other than this right here, man.
And even these so-called singers and so-called rappers, they know it. DMX had that album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And I know you know about Bloodstone.
Yeah,
This must be heaven.
Yeah.
No, this must be that's a song explaining that, like you said, heaven is the condition, man. When you basically have everything that you want, so to speak. That's heaven, man.
Hey, where you just go walk, you ain't gotta wait online, you ain't gotta buy a ticket.
Yeah.
You just get on a goddamn private jet and go anywhere you want in the world, man.
Yeah.
And don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
When you get up that jet, everybody's running to your back at your beck and call, man, doing whatever you want, man.
Right. That's how you put it.
You seen the movie Iron Man 2? I was watching that yesterday. One of them elite dudes in the movie, he was supposed to be like an Elon Musk type of guy, like into the technology.
Yeah.
And he had a fucking dinner table in the hangar with his private jet right behind him, a dinner
Chilling.
table, just one little table for 2 people and shit, in the fucking shit. And
Chilling.
he's just sitting there sipping some wine. He got a little dish, it's like a little piece of steak or some shit, like mad small. And I'm
Filet
like, yo,
mignon?
yeah, I bet you that shit is like $1 million, bro, just for that fucking wine and that drink. That's how they live.
Back and you finish
That's how the elites live, man.
A little more. It says, I said in my heart, the Most High shall judge the righteous and the wicked, and there is a time, it says, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work.
And to tell you that, man, in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, the time for every purpose under the sun, man. The Most High is going to judge the righteous and the wicked under the sun, man, because this is a place of judgment, man. The earth was a place of judgment. And that's exactly what's going on. Just acknowledge, open your spiritual eyes if you can, and acknowledge everything that's going on throughout the 4 corners of the earth, man. And we out here pushing the word of the Most High, man. This was our lot, man. In our torment, in the place of judgment, man. That's why we wanted our people that's in Babylon, there's a judgment coming, man.
Yeah.
But guess what? Most of them not going to hear anything we have to say, man. Only the elect is going to hear these words and come back and be healed, man. But the 2/3, man, they here for their judgment. Why you think all these people, all these immigrants is coming over here and flooding the internet, man? I'm the internet slacking, flooding America, man. The borders, man. Because they here, they coming over here to serve to receive their judgment, man. All them immigrants that's coming from, whether they coming from Mexico, Argentina, wherever they coming from, man. They coming over here to the land of America to receive their judgment. And this is what a big majority of people is going to receive their judgment in America, man. So with that,
the Lord said he has a sacrifice in Bosra.
That's right. I'm going to turn it back over to these brothers.
The Lord said he has
Something
yeah, you can bring it on, bro.
This is Colossians 3:25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done.
Yeah, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, he done wrong unto the Israelites, the so-called blasphemy unto the Americans. First, by stealing our land out there in the land of Israel, going back to 6 to 70 AD. He stole our land, he ransacked our riches, took down, he stole our menorahs, so on and so forth. Then he had the nerve to call himself the people of the Most High, call himself the so-called Jews. Stole our nationality. Then after that, after that, he's like, you know what? I haven't quite there's more. I haven't quite finished with them. What I'm gonna do is go to the land where they fled to, which was what? Europe, which is what? The west coast of Africa for the most part, even different parts of Africa, and I'm gonna put them on cargo slave ships and bring them into America on cargo slave ships. And that journey wasn't even a light journey, right? Our people were in those cargo slave ships for months on end in the Atlantic Sea. And then on top of that, what I might do is buck break the men on the ship in front of their family, and then I'm going to feed them. After that, I'm going to feed their children to the sharks, and then I'm going to bring them into the land of America, put a yoke of iron around their neck. Hey, I can go on and on and on.
There's more.
But there's more.
Wait.
There's more.
Now look at now. Now we fucking economic slaves and shit. They taxing us, putting chemicals in everything we eat and drink. It's just as bad, man. It ain't nothing really get better. They just change. They transform the slavery now. Now it just look different.
That's right, bro.
It's the same thing, man.
Yeah. So who's the one that's done wrong? In the past 500 years, past 600 years, who's done wrong in the earth, man? Who's the earth been given into the hands of? Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judges thereof. If not, who and where is he, man?
You know what? Some people still fool by thinking like everyone can have equal rule as long as you become a politician and vote in checks and balances and all that shit. How it was in the U.S. I don't know how it's set up in other places. That democracy shit and all that shit is bullshit. That's what they stuck with. Like they don't understand that they're controlled by higher ups.
See, and when you go to that word,
that's what I think. Cause a female got in an argument with me about that shit.
Yeah?
She was like, "It's checks and balances." I'm like, "Yo, that bullshit I learned in high school is crap."
Yes, bro. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and they control. Point blank. Period. There ain't no democracy out here, man. I mean, when you go to that word democracy, it means for the people should rule. I could be wrong, but I know it means the people should have the say so to speak. Democracy. When you go to that word democracy, people don't have no democracy over here, man. That Democrat and Republican, that's all BS, man. That's
how
all
you
BS.
know how many people out here in the United States is homeless.
Right.
You think they want to be homeless?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Point,
you
bro.
think a person wants to sleep on the street?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they supposed to have rights and all of that. That's bullshit, man. They got pushed out of the circle, so to speak. You know, they got pushed all the way down past the lower class, past all of that. They got pushed. You know, some people that's homeless lost everything, man. They had a good job and all of that, so-called, and they just got pushed out of the circle, man.
Yeah.
You know, executive businesses and shit. That's how they do. They call it a dog-eat-dog world. It's not no democracy, man.
That's right.
Look at the people that's suffering. You think people want to suffer? You know, they vote to suffer? Nah, man.
Yeah, man. Esau will tell you, man, you know what I'm saying? You on the street, you messed up. Hey, man, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, some jobs want you to have a legal residency. Where you at? You got to keep your ID up.
Yeah.
If it expires, they not fucking with you.
And there's some jobs, they credit check you.
Yeah.
You know?
Them bank jobs. Them bank jobs too, like to work in a bank, you gotta have good, or to be in an armored truck.
Yeah.
You can't really owe money like that, because in their mind, you might rob the shit or get it robbed.
So get some,
Hey, go back to the Colossians.
Okay.
Again.
It says, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons.
Yeah, so there's no respect of persons, man. And that's why it says in Nahum, the first chapter, that the wicked shall not be acquitted, so to speak, man. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai ain't got no respect of persons, man. Everything that you've done unto the Israelites, the Lord's going to do it back unto you double, man. That's just the way the cookie's going to crumble, man. You got something?
This is Zechariah 11:4. It says, "Thus saith the Lord my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty."
Yeah, whose possessors slay us and hold themselves not guilty, man. These Edomites don't hold him. As a matter of fact, I believe it was just as of today, there was someone on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News, and he was saying, look, we should just get over, what happened to us in slavery, man.
That right there. I saw that, and that's the fucking nerve of this motherfucker, man.
Fools.
Because this right here is getting at them. You see, you laugh now, and you mourning week later. You see, all these atrocities that they have done throughout the ages, throughout the 500 years of their reign, they see that, all right, that's a shameful period in their time, man. Because right now, they're trying to integrate everybody as being one. So that keep constantly coming up. They want that to go away. Yeah. Why do you think Esau is taking out slavery out of the textbooks, man? Because they don't want, that's a shameful part of their history. They don't want that to be constantly tossed up in their face. That's why they tell us to get over it. Because why? We out here, the men from the apostles and the elders on down of Great Millstone and other camps are constantly pushing that slavery in their face, keeping that slavery constantly out there, man. And this constant information is coming out on what Esau has done throughout the ages, man. Right now, the apostle got a show called called sundown towns.
Sundown. Fucking nightmares.
Sundown towns, man, what's going in, how this Jake woman was being followed by 2 Edomites. This happened like about 20 or probably 40 years ago. But that's now coming out. That's not coming to service. Why? Because the Most High wanted it to come out, man. That's why the Apostle Kabar ran across that video. Some Jake was doing an investigation and bringing that out. Yeah. And hey, it fell into the Apostle Kabar's hand. And here he did a show on it. So I'm speaking about that now because in certain neighborhoods, Jake is not once sun go down, Jake is not allowed in the neighborhoods, man. Because you get caught in them neighborhoods, you're gonna get put to death, arrested, or some of them, either you're gonna get beat up, arrested, or put to death, man.
Breezy Point for Rockaway, that's a good location not to be at when the sun goes down.
Even up to this very day, you're saying that.
Yeah, that's not a place to be. I don't know how Howard Beach changed a lot, but I still wouldn't push it. But it changed a lot, you know what I mean? But those of you get caught slipping out there, man.
Hey,
you know?
Even in this case in point, in Pelham Minor, they got their own police out there, man. And they'll pull you over, man. What you doing out here? What's your business? In all them gated communities in CT, which is Connecticut, anywhere where you got a gated community of Edomites, even in Delaware where my parents live at, man. If you go out there in a particular area and you have no business out there, them police is gonna pull your ass over, man. And they're gonna demand what the hell you doing out here. If you ain't got a legitimate reason, guess what? They stuffing and cuffing you. They're cuffing and stuffing you. Whatever how you wanna put it, man.
Well, that's like in slavery when they used to catch Jake, they didn't have like a note or paper. I think it was they showed you in that Nat Turner movie.
Yeah,
when they showed you didn't have your walking papers or whatever they would call it, they'll pretty much bring you right back to the plantation.
And
beat your ass.
That's right. In the modern day police, they had a slave patrol unit and they had badges. Who have that now? That's where the police force derived from. The slave patrols, man. You see, and now back then you have to have papers. Now they ask you for your ID. That's the first thing they ask you for. And it's gonna come a time, we're approaching that time during the time of martial law, when they lock these cities down, when they lock the Harlem Tunnel down, the Lincoln Tunnel, the George Washington Bridge, and the Verrazano Bridge, and any other bridge that's leading in and out of this city. If you don't have the proper papers, man, guess what's going to happen, man? Either they're going to execute you on sight, or they're going to lock you, cuff and stuff your ass, man.
Yeah.
It's either two things that are going to happen. They're going to gun you down where you stay, where you at, or they're going to take you, handcuff you, and stuff your ass in a van and take you to a concentration camp, man. And they're going to let the judge sort it out, man. And we already know what the judge is going to do in that time.
Right. And in them sundown towns, right now, even if you're working out there, you better have your permit to work out there, to work in them areas, because they either going to lock you up or give you a ticket or both. You got to have your permit when you even working out there. So you a Jake, you got to have the permit so you could be in that town. You got to go to whatever the county thing and get the permit and shit.
You can't just say, listen, I'm out here because I'm working. They're going to be, nah, man, listen, that's not good enough, man. That's not good enough, man. All right, okay, so where you working at? All right, now you got the approval. Now they find out where you working at. Now it's still not enough, man. So this is our hell, and Esau. Get back to the scriptures.
Yeah, the reason why this is gonna happen, like the elder brother's going into, because Esau, he can start creating them terrorist attacks, man, and he's gonna blame it on Jake.
Yeah, good.
That's what's coming to America, man.
He's setting the stage for it.
With
the demonization.
Yeah, hey, Revelation 12 and
They
12.
already done with using that whole terrorist, the Muslim thing.
Yeah.
Because that Muslim thing got a lot of similarities, even though it's very different from what we teach, but there's similarities as far as the beard, no eating pork. They did that strategically. They didn't just choose a Muslim just to demon them and terrorize them for no reason. That's because when they come full circle, it's going to fully fall on us, man. But that's also another dark-skinned nation, you know, the Islamic or whatever.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Esau's got an agenda, man. He's going to bring that agenda, which is the New World Order, by any means necessary, man. Because you know before, you have about a short time, man.
That's right. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yeah, the ones that are supposed to be rejoicing right now is us, the brothers that have this truth, man. Okay? Therefore, you rejoice, ye heavens, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short
Yeah,
time.
the devil's from like Esau Edom, man. The so-called white man. Goes to that word devil. Goes into Diablo, he's slanderer, man. So very soon he's gonna start creating a terrorist attacks. He's gonna start accusing who? His brethren. Jacob, man. The tribes, man. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
And another way how they accuse the Negroes and especially Native Americans when they get them to go off, man, when they sign
Right,
these high-paying contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you're in the sports world, because regardless of the fact, man, you see these figures, man, they dope the Baphomet, man. Why? Because they worship that, man. It's not a coincidence that you be seeing these basketball stars, you know, they start throwing up the 360, and then not only that, all these basketball stars, it's a coincidence, even in college, they showing you they got one hand like this on their eye. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's out there in the open for you if you got a spiritual eye to see it. But most jakes are so blind and so dumbed down that, that is sitting there, he hit a three-pointer. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's evident. So that's why the sports world, they bow down to Satan. Whether you in basketball, football, hockey, whatever you doing, man. Whether you in the entertainment business, NFL, you know, that's sports world. Whether you in the entertainment business, whether you a rapper or an actor, you sold out. Ain't no way around it. Because in order for you to make it in this society, Esau society, you have to bow down to their God. And I tell you that, and Satan took Yahweh up on the highest mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, man, and told him, if you bow down and worship me, this is what I give you. Hey, you ever seen that movie, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night, with Jada Pinkett was in there?
Nice.
So anyway, they show her the demon showed her how she would look, you know, famous and rich. He said, all this I give you, or you just bow down to me. And she spit in his face, but that's a lie because look at her now. But you know,
that was a movie, but it really wasn't. It really was. That's really
telling the truth.
That's really real. Yeah, that's really real.
Watch that movie, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night, man. Whenever you get a chance, man. It came out in the '90s. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night with Jada Pinkett and a bunch of other people. You know what I'm saying? She I forgot. I think it's Billy Zane was the fucking devil.
Zane.
Oh shit.
And he was telling her, he showed her a holograph of her, a holographic image of her getting out of limousines, flying in jets, and draped out with jewelry and the pearls and fur coats and minks and all that shit, man. Showed her with eating the best of foods, coming out of a mansion, showed her all that shit, and told her, all this I give you if you bow down to me. Just give me some shit that he wanted so he could unlock the rest of the demons. Some shit was crazy. You gotta watch that movie, man. But that's a metaphor, man. Just studying your soul.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey.
You seen the shit with the NFL dude, Salakia, the coach of the Patriots? I forgot his name. What just came out about him? He's involved with a whole pedophilia ring.
A
human sex trafficking ring.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, and they just won the Super Bowl, and then look, that shit just came out right there, showing you that these coaches and these Edomites that own all of that, they heavy into child sacrifice, you know, drinking blood, doing all that.
So now we know how this motherfucker was winning all these goddamn titles, man.
Exactly.
Look at you remember when Monique was talking to Steve Harvey? He was like, look, we can't help them. Meaning poor Israelites. That's basically what he's saying. We can't help them. We in a money game. You can't just be bucking up against the establishment. That's what he was saying.
Steve Harvey's nothing but a
You know what I
house
mean?
nigga, man. He's a cool man, and I personally want to whoop this nigga's ass, man. You know, let's beat his big lips up, man. Let's come on, we doing a little bit too much talk. Let's get into some more of these scriptures here.
Revelation verse 1. Right.
Hold on.
Is there more in that?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get something real quick. This is Psalm 119, verse 69. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart.
Okay, you can bring it right, bro.
Yeah, and that the proud is Esau. You know, the scriptures say he's the most proud, and Obadiah said the pride of his heart deceived him. And what did he do, man? He's constantly forging lies against the children of Israel, man, accusing us before the Most High. It also says that in Revelation, the 12th chapter. You know, yeah, and that's why he's the devil, man. Because the word devil, again, Diablo, slanderer, false accuser, you know, that's what they about to do, man. They about to make this Israelite thing look like the worst terrorist organization ever, man. And meanwhile, we never touched nobody, man. We never touched anybody out there, man.
They get Jake to go off making these television shows and making these commercials eating pork, you know, or shrimp, you know. Then they get these other sellout camps, you know what I'm saying, that took that Judas purse to go to gun ranges and stuff, man. Setting the stage for them to slander us. Say we a terrorist organization. Why are you going, if you going to government, that's your own business, but why are you putting it on video? Why are you putting it on video? Knowing that Esau watched everything, but yeah, they didn't take that video down. Think about that.
They didn't get flagged, right?
They didn't get flagged, you know why? Because they're going to use that later on to demonize us, man.
That's right.
When the brothers was, when that Edomite cave fat bitch, cave beast came up in the brothers, you know, space, and he pushed on the floor, it didn't show her violating him, getting in his face, putting her hands in his face. It only showed him pushing her to the floor. You see how Esau is? How he slander and how he do things to deliberately, you know, demonize you?
Hey, but why? This is why we got the series going. This is why we call you the devil, man.
That's right. Everybody chimed in on that.
Man. All about deception, all about your lies, accusing brothers of this, that, and the third. But the thing is, it's cool. We know what time it is. 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. For we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Let's Satan should get an advantage of us. For we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. You know, you go to that word devices, I believe it's naima, which means an evil plan. And so ultimately, Esau's evil plan is to shut down this word, which that's all good if he does that, because that means what? That's when you have Marshmallow Shadow's gonna come in on the physical, man. You know? That's why the Lord's got Esau in the trick bag at the end of the day, man. You know? There's nothing that you can do against the truth but for the truth, man. That's right. So you can demonize us all you want, put us on these, you know, these various different news stations, take down our videos, shut down YouTube. And when you do that, that lets us know, brothers know, that the elects are sealed, man. Then, you know, the angels on the four corners of the earth, they can bring in that wind, which that wind is the ICBMs. And then your kingdom's going to be destroyed at that time, man.
Even on a small level now, when they take our channels down, we just make another channel. So it's really not doing nothing good as far as suppressing the truth. Because now you just got more channels. Now you got brothers, I'm going to have 2 backup channels. You see what I'm saying? More videos, more edification out on the YouTube, man. So Esau can't do nothing.
That's right. And another thing, we'll make this little point real quick. Once Esau put us on CNN and on NSNBC and on Channel 2 News, what that did was make Jake, that didn't know about the truth, inquire about, all right, who these guys are, these Israelites are. And hey, that's another and that's another avenue, and you know, and another way how the Most High probably woke up multitudes of Israelites, man. You know? See, that's by watching the video. If you're a part of the elect and you believe you can be sealed right there, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's cool.
You see what I'm saying? So the point I'm making is Esau tried to demonize us, and the Most High had that happen for a reason, man. Why? Because Esau's about to come down, Revelation 12 and 12, having that great wrath. Also, twofold, to bring in the elect, so the elect, the hope for the elect that saw them videos, now they're starting to inquire. Because the Most High's making Israel famous now, man.
Oh, it's triple fold, because then the 2/3 that watch that and start denouncing what we're doing, mocking, start scoffing, then they're set for judgment, man.
Right. See, it's two.
It's like, I was gonna say that another fool, them Edomites out there that don't know that we the Israelites yet, and they don't know that they're the Edomites. That let them know too that they're the Edomites. Because you had some dude on the Thursday camp that came up. Shemaiah, you was there, right?
Huh? Oh,
on
yeah.
Thursday camp?
Yeah.
That Edomite came up. He seen the video on the news. He was like, oh yeah, I'm with the
Yeah, that was the third camp.
We not with them guys.
That was a Thursday camp, you know?
Yeah, it was an Edomite that came up. To the camp,
the pasty face pal demon that came up,
And basically he knew he was an Edomite. He was like, yeah, he said, what he said? He's like, yeah, this devil's gonna shut up now. The brothers was like, yo, shut up. We're trying to bring out the scripture. Like, be quiet. He's like, all right, this devil's gonna be quiet. So he knew.
Right.
You know, so it also did that. It also just spread the word out even amongst Esau. So now they paranoid and they all messed up too, man.
They even had the police come out, and the police got condemned out there. They didn't even get out their vehicle.
They just rolled the window down and they walked right in front of us. So they listened to the whole camp, and then as soon as we wrapped up and threw our garments off, they just drove off.
Yeah.
So that Thursday camp was mad swerve.
So who was what elders was out there?
A lot,
Yeah, so
Shemaiah.
okay, yeah, come. So it was the all right. So they enlisted the whole camp. They broke out
Shit.
with the two
Two
Edomite
Edomite
cops.
cops in the car, and then also it was like some Secret Service cars.
Oh,
it
they
was
had the
like 3 or
Ds
4
across
of
the
them. Yeah,
street.
the Ds, they were driving by in them black Lincolns, you know, them black SUV Lincolns.
Mm-hmm.
They had the lights flashing and shit.
And they had one parked across the street.
Yep.
Hey, you said that going to Wisdom 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, let's get
And
back.
so
Let's get back into these scriptures.
The truth is going out, man, and you know,
need a
it's
battery?
reaching up. The scripture even said, "Oh, the battery." The scripture even talk about the gates of the nobles.
Yeah.
Let's go and get
This
it.
is gonna reach the gates of the nobles.
Oh yeah, 5 and 1.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness."
Yeah, the righteous man is speaking about a man of the Lord, man. Okay, one of the servants of Yahweh now Shai is going to come out here on the highways and byways, out here in the street corners, and teach this word in boldness, man, in the face of their enemies. Okay, the main enemy being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, amongst 2/3 of our own people. They're enemies too, man. Go ahead.
It says, "Before the face of such as have afflicted him."
Again, Esau, Edom, alongside 2/3 of our people that scoff up against us. Go ahead.
"And made no account of his labors."
Read on.
It says, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear."
Yeah, when they see what? When, first and foremost, when they see that spiritual power that brother's going to get, man. You know? 'Cause that's what's going to come next, man. The spiritual power. Right now, we've got spiritual power on one level, but the Lord is going to turn it up. It's going to get physical, man. The Lord is going to manifest that spiritual power in certain brothers, man. And they're going to start doing miracles. And certain brothers are going to start bringing out judgment, man. And the people are going to fear, man. But this is also going into the deliverance of the 1/3 of our people, man. The elect. Go ahead.
Tribes coming together.
And the tribes going, yeah,
That's a
another-
fearful
yeah,
thing
that's
too. When
another
you
thing,
see
yeah.
Ephraim and Judah come
Yeah.
back together,
Yeah.
that's a scary thing for the heathen to see that.
Yeah, seeing so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans
Coming together.
in one mind state.
Yeah.
That's power, man.
Yep.
They don't even want to see Jake, Judah come together alone,
Yeah.
let alone all the other tribes.
That's right.
That's a whole different ballgame for them, man.
And then you got the Northern Kingdom coming back and declaring the same power, that their power is the same power as so-called Negroes.
Right.
That's scary. The nation actually fear that.
Yeah.
Because they know that. They know that if we come together, that it's over for them.
That's the ass.
Yeah.
That's why they don't even like us in a group. Like it might be 10 of us. They don't even like that, man. So can you imagine like the whole nation, man? The whole kingdoms, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's going to take place, during the race wars, during the civil unrest, man. Because the Lord's going to put a spirit on the tribes to get together. And any other heathen nation out there, there's going to get them, man.
So it says, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation."
Yeah, the strangeness of our salvation, man. That's going to be an strange day when you see these so-called UFOs that are going to be covering the skies in that day, man. You know? You're going to have certain lights that you've never seen before. It's going to be strange, man. Yeah, and people fear what they don't understand. You know? Go ahead.
It says, "So far beyond all that they look for."
Because they're not expecting us to be delivered, man. They just expect us to come out here every week, come out here with garments on and preach. But they're not expecting so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to get themed up into what they call UFOs, man. They're not expecting that, man. As it says in Psalms 49 verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue on forever, man. That's the inward thought of the wicked, man. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 11:11.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It says, "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, entered into them."
Yeah, the 3 days and a half going into 1620 to around 1970, right, when the bulk of the slaves came over here to America from the west coast of Africa, from Europe, all right, after like 350 years, let's go up to from 1620 to 1970. That's when the spirit of life entered into the children of Israel, man. Okay, Yasharallah. That's when we actually received this truth, the whole truth. Because even during the early 1900s, you had a certain Jake that knew that they were Israelites, but they didn't know who. They didn't know Yahweh Shai, man. So the spirit of life includes Yahweh Shai, man. We brought out earlier over there in that camp, John chapter 6 verse 63. My words are spirit, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life, man. So it's after 350 years that the spirit of life entered into the children of Israel, man. Beginning with our forefather Abba Bivens, man. Which, if you can receive it, that's Elijah the prophet in the reincarnation, man. Go ahead.
And they stood upon their feet.
And that's what we're doing right now, man. You don't see brothers sitting down, man, on no beach chair. Right? We're standing up upon our feet in great boldness, man. Right? Fulfilling the, what's that? Ezekiel the 37th chapter. We arose as a great army, man. A spiritual army, though, at that. 2 Corinthians 10 verse 4, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but are spiritual, man. Bringing down these strongholds, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yeah, great fear fell upon them that saw us, man. And this prophecy, because this was written, 2,000 years ago in ancient, in the ancient Roman Empire, So this prophecy is being fulfilled as we speak, man. And it's been being fulfilled, man, since the days of Abba Bivens, man. The late 1960s up until this very day, man. We're standing upon our feet, and our enemies, beginning with Esau, Edom, they're fearing what they're seeing. Like what the brother put out, they're seeing so-called Latinos, so-called blacks together, bring out this word, which is powerful, man.
Holding on the same power.
Yeah, holding on the same power.
That's bad.
Showing unity.
Yeah, showing unity, letting you know your downfall, letting you know your future. They're going to go to stay all on one accord. They're going to go to stay for 1,000 years. And we're going to do double unto you that you done unto us. That's actually fit. When you hear those words, that's a cup, man.
Yeah.
That's a cup.
It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Yeah, which that's the link up with Wisdom chapter 5. Yeah. They heard a voice in heaven, which is literally going to be a voice. We don't know if it's going to be the Most High himself or one of the archangels or Yahweh Shai, but the elect, they're going to hear a voice in the ancient Hebrew, in the Lashon Kodash, and it's going to say, yeah, come up hither, man. And brothers are going to get beamed up. They're going to get beamed up into those spaceships, man.
That's the strangeness of our salvation.
That's the strangeness right there, man. See it, and what's going to make it even more strange is that you're going to see not just so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans getting beamed up. We're going to see, so-called East Indians, so-called Aborigines, so-called white people getting beamed up, man.
Those are the Israelite foreigners.
That's the Israelite foreigners, man. And it's going to be very strange. Because in the midst of that, brothers are going to be getting changed too, man.
Right,
brothers are going to get their beards back. Going to get that afro back. Brothers are going to get that nice, shine. That's going to be strange.
My hair going to go back.
Brothers' their hairline's going to grow back. No more receding hairlines. It's going to be a beautiful sight, man. And Yahweh Shai is going to be there, man. And it says in Isaiah 47 that the Lord is not going to cook as a man. So, hey, man, it's going to be extremely strange.
It's a little more. It says, and their enemies beheld them.
Yeah, our enemies being Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations, man.
And the two-thirds.
And the two-third, man. The two-third of these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't adhere to the words of the Lord, your enemies, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
They're going to be looking up into the sky and shit.
Yeah, they're going to be wanting to be delivered.
Why I'm not getting beamed up?
Yeah.
And then simultaneously the missiles is going to be coming down.
Yeah.
While we going up, Lord, one of the missiles is literally coming right now. So that's the only
time.
last hope right there, man. If you don't get beamed up,
This is he who we had a division. How the fuck this nigga?
You remember that I looked with you remember the Titanic movie, because there was 3. You remember the Titanic movie with James Cameron, that one. Where those elite that was on the ship, and they saw that water coming and they had their eyes and they was looking like that. That's how they gonna look. Now you know what I'm talking about, right? Where it's like, we gonna die like gentlemen. You know how they yeah.
They start getting drunk.
right? Fuck it. I mean, that's what they're doing now. They know that their kingdom is over, so they just giving their life up.
Yeah, they're gonna be that
fucking opioids and shit.
They're gonna be in that. Is it the movie The Knowing Spirit? No, the Knowing.
Yeah,
when they just start, cuddling up together. They know that they're still.
One last family.
Nicolas Cage in them.
And in the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Yeah, within that same hour, going to that nuclear destruction, man. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed within 1 hour, man. 60 minutes.
Right.
By way of 200 million missiles, man. 200 million warheads. I keep saying missiles, but it's the warheads, man. Within 60 minutes. And the earthquake is why? Because when these missiles hit, Yeah, when these missiles hit, I can smell it. Yeah, when these missiles hit, it's going to shake the entire earth, man. The Lord said through the mouth of Haggai, the prophet, that he's going to shake the earth one more time, man. You know? Just as he did in the days of old, when he brought out the first flood. I mean, the first destruction, I should say, which came in form of the flood. You know?
First death.
Yeah, the first death.
And now this is the time of the second death.
Yeah, that's it.
And the earth is going to be changed too, just like back then.
Yeah.
You know, what they call Pangea, you know, things like that. New land masses and
Right.
islands getting covered.
Yeah.
That's going to happen again in the nuclear destruction. You're going to have new land masses popping up. America's not even going to be a land mass anymore. It's just going to be a desert. It's not going to be inhabited. So that's going to erase a whole continent off of the earth. It says, and the 10th part of the city fell.
Yeah, because you know, America is segregated or separated into 10 different FEMA regions, man. You know?
0 through 9.
Yeah, 0 through 9, right? Go ahead.
That's like your zip codes, basically.
Right.
It says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Which is a complete number, right? Because it's like the brother brought out, America's going to be 100% desert, man. So it's going to be uninhabited. No one's going to dwell here in America whatsoever, man. It's going to be completely and utterly desolate, man.
And the remnant were frightened and
The remnant, the 1/3, man. Okay? 33.3% of you Israelites that are deemed worthy to be delivered during this destruction here in America gets Zechariah 13 and 8. Because that remnant is really speaking about the 1/3 here in America, man. And around the world, but it's primarily here in America, man.
That's where that earthquake is
That's
gonna hit.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
part of the city.
Yeah.
And that's heavy because that shows you the devastation that the destruction is going to bring, even in a new body. The elect is still going to be
frightened.
You know what I mean? You're looking up from the ships and you looking down and you're still going to be afraid. Shit, even though you got delivered from it. It's like, yo, that's how scary it's going to be.
You're going to be with Yahweh Shai, you're going to be with the brothers, you're going to be with the angels that you're still going to be like,
That's like gonna be like nuclear. That's gonna be like what? Nuclear fire at the height of the towers, right?
Yeah.
That shit gonna be real high.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lake. That's why it's known. That's why the Apostle John saw it as a lake. It was literally a lake of fire, like a volcano lake, man.
That's right.
That you actually can swim in it. Yo, man, that second death, you don't want no parts of it, man.
It says, let me just finish this. It says, and gave glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of heaven.
Yeah, so you know,
he was afraid and gave glory.
Yeah, and in order to give glory, you need to know what? His name, man. That's his name, Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai, man. So in that day, you're gonna hear brothers saying, Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And what I said in the ancient Hebrew is all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, man. You know? That's what brothers are gonna be saying in that day. That's why it's important to know the Hebrew, man. The Hebrew is a part of our heritage, man. So it's good to get into that Hebrew, man. That's how you create that bond with the Lord, man. You know, praying in the Hebrew. You know. Where we go?
You want me to get that Zechariah?
Yeah, bring us Zechariah.
This is Zechariah 13 and 8, and it says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die."
Yeah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, man. And it says it shall come to pass. So this prophecy has not come to pass yet, man. There's nowhere in history where we can say, yeah, this prophecy was fulfilled, man. It says it shall come to pass that in all the land, which is America, Babylon the Great, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's 66.6% of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't know the truth that are going to be destroyed in that day, man, by way of thermonuclear fire, man. Go ahead.
But the third shall be left therein.
Yeah, the third, man. All right, the elect, the Israel of the Most High. Those of us that have this that have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which comes in through this Bible, man. You know, those of us that know His name, man. Those of us that's coming out here diligently doing the work of the Lord, man. Because what did the Apostle Peter say unto us? Give diligence to make your calling and election sure, man. You know? So that's what we're doing. And that's going to be our reward if we endure, man, into the end. You know, that we're going to be a part of that 1/3. Lord willing, you know, part of the 144,000. That's where it's really at.
Yeah.
You know?
It's an exception.
That's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I want to be a part of that 144, man.
That's right.
You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying? Ain't nothing wrong with, you know, the 1/3, but I want to be a part of that 144 club, man. That's where it's at. You know? Go
It
ahead.
says, but the third shall be left therein, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, I will hear them, I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai is my power.
So, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, you people out there called God and Jesus Christ, He's going to bring the third part of the Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans. He's going to bring them through that fire by way of these chariots, what you out there call UFOs, man, which are identified unto the elect, man. We know them to be the spiritual vehicles of the Lord, man. Okay? And that's how we're going to be delivered out of here, man. And around the world. So on the whole, Matthew 24, verse 30, yeah. Matthew 24, 30. Let's bring out the so-called, the so-called Gentile scriptures. You know?
This is Matthew.
Sending the Israelite foreigners.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 30.
Yep.
And it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Yeah, when they see Yahweh Shai in his great glory with the holy angels in the chariots, right? The people of the earth, they're gonna mourn, man. Especially our people that was scoffing at the word, man. Go ahead.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
In the clouds of heaven. Again, going into the so-called UFOs, man. The chariots of the Lord. The spiritual vehicles of the Lord. Go ahead.
It says, with power and great glory. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect.
So that's the same vision that the Apostle John saw, man. Revelation 11 and 12. Alright? Then they shall send a great sound of a trumpet. That's our deliverance noise, man. You know? And the downfall of Esau's kingdom on a physical level, man. Go ahead.
And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds.
Why did it say from the four winds? Because you've got Israel that are scattered across the four winds of the earth, man. They hold it at Revelation 7. Go ahead.
It says from one end of heaven to the other.
Yeah, from one end of heaven to the other. Right? The reason I says that is because our people, we suffered curses, man. And one of the main curses that we've suffered was being scattered across the four corners of the globe. That's why you have Israelites over here in America, over there in Central America, South America, China, Africa, Europe, Australia. Our people are scattered across the four corners of the globe. Because when you go to Deuteronomy 28 verse 64, it says that our people are going to be scattered for not obeying the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashmal Shai. And that is what is taking place, man. So that's why the Lord said that he's going to gather his elect from the four corners of the earth, man.
That's why he also gave the so-called Great Commission.
Yeah.
To go out and teach all nations.
Yeah.
Because that's
Well,
Israel
get
was
that
amongst
as
all
well.
nations. Matthew 18.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Let's bring that out as well, man. 28.
Oh, 28? Okay,
Yeah,
this
28.
is Matthew chapter 28. I know it's at the end.
Yeah, you can start 19.
All right. This is Matthew 28 and 19. It says, go ye therefore, well, I'll start at 18.
Yeah, start 18.
And Yahushua came and spake unto them,
So this
saying,
is after Yahweh Shai was crucified, right? And he came back, to visit his disciples, man. Back then, well, actually, it's at this point that they become apostles. This is when he actually sends them away. That's what the word apostle means, man, to be sent away. Go ahead.
all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth.
So in order for the Lord to receive that power, he had to go on that cross, man. And that's the same thing that we're doing right now. In order for us to receive that power, I just said I want to be a part of 144. You said it. This brother said it. This brother said it. In order for us to receive that power, we have to bear our cross, and that's what we're doing right now. We're bearing our cross. Suffering wicked world, suffering Esau. Coming out here on the highways and byways, sacrificing the life that we once had, which was nothing, man. Certain brothers had so-called aspirations, but it was really nothing in essence, man. But nevertheless, it's a burden, So we're kind of doing what Yahweh Shai is doing, man. Now, I can't compare it, but in a way, we're doing it in a way.
Yeah, because the servant is not greater than his master.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then also the time of Jacob's struggle, we're gonna have to go through.
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna have to go through that.
Because he said, "He that endure to the end shall be saved."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is a thing onto the end.
Yeah.
You know, when Yahweh Shai went on the cross, he did it onto the end, to the moment where his spirit actually left his body.
Yeah.
You know, and he said he could have called legions of angels to deal with the Romans, but he actually knew that he had to do the will of the Most High onto the end. And then when he was on the cross, he said, "It is finished."
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, his spirit.
Yeah.
He said it's finished.
Yeah.
He gave up the spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's what the Apostle Paul says. Like, I finished my course.
Yeah, therefore I have a
No,
crown.
therefore I have a crown. And then what did the Yahweh Shai said through the Apostle John, Revelation 2 verse 10.
Fear none of those things.
Yeah, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer unto death.
I will give you a crown of life.
That's it.
What happened to Peter? What happened to Paul? What happened to all the apostles?
Yeah, they'll put to death.
Except John.
Yeah, it's
The Revelator, Apostle John, he was the reason why he didn't get put to death because he had work to do. Still, even though he was in the salt mines in the island of Patmos, but he received them visions. The last book of the New Testament, he received them heavy visions, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Like
why.
the Mark, Mark of the Beast.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had that prophecy if he didn't get sent into the island.
Hey,
of
well,
Patmos like that.
it says in the first verse, it's for the servants.
Yeah.
That these things must be shown unto the servants, man. And we're those servants that now receive those prophecies, the mysteries of Revelation, and now we're unrevealing it. So this whole thing, you know, comes full circle, man. Let's go back.
It says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit."
Yeah, because you have Israelites out there, which the Israelites, once again, are you so-called blacks, so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Dominicans, so-called Mexicans. Our people look like, you know, so-called white people who are the Edomites. Our people, we've got some of our people out there that look like so-called Chinese people, the Moabites. Some of our people are out there in Syria, they look like these Arabs, the Ishmaelites, so on and so forth, because they've been scattered amongst these nations. So Yahweh Shai gave us a commandment to go out there on the highways and byways and teach all nations. Why? Because you have Israelites that look like these other nations, but their lineage goes back to the nation of Israel, man. And if they're part of the elect, they're going to receive this truth and be delivered.
Something just hit me right now.
Go ahead.
These other camps and shit, right? That speak against the Israelite. How do you break that scripture down?
Yeah, how? Yeah.
I don't understand. If you're saying that Israel is just gonna look like so-called Negroes and Latinos, how do you break this down? How do you obey what Yahweh Shai said to do? How do you obey that?
To have these guys ever been anywhere? I know we ain't in the time of traveling, but they must have never been anywhere or only know a few small pockets of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know Jake staff got with white women, you know what I mean? But you know the child might not look like a Jake, and might look like Favor's mother.
Yeah.
You know, I have family members like that.
Yeah.
You know?
And everything's according to the Spirit, man. It says in Romans 8 verse 16, the Spirit bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. You know?
So when Paul was going out there and teaching the Gentiles, which were Israelite foreigners, he knew which ones were Israelites and he knew which ones was heathens. But he's the one that said that, exactly. He's the one that said that, Romans 8:16. The Spirit bear witness with our spirit. So he was saying that so-called to Romans, but those were Israelite Romans.
Yeah.
Those were Israelites dwelling in Rome.
Yeah. So that lets you know that they were said Israelites they were speaking unto in Rome, and they look like us, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They look like other nations. So he said that to comfort them.
Right.
That, look, you don't need, well, I don't know what they had back then, but today's terms, they'll say, you know, DNA test and all that. But he was just saying, look, the Spirit bears witness, which is the Holy Bible, it bears witness for us that we are the children of the Most High, that we are the Israelites. You have to rely on anything else except for the Bible and what I'm teaching you. Because an Israelite is going to get it.
If you're part of the
If you're
elect.
part of the elect.
Because you know, the only way you're gonna receive this right here, if you're an Israelite and if you're part of the elect, because now all Israel is of Israel.
Yeah.
Because you got Jakes that's out there, you know, they know they're Israelites,
Romans
but
11.
they just not inclined to do this work, man. Why? Because it wasn't meant for them, even though they know they're Israel. But to get deep, they don't know anything. They just know they're Israelite, and they may know the Lord's name. But other than that, they ain't deep. They don't know what's going on. They just know that they're Israel, and they stood in the world. Yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, but hey, I'm doing my thing. Because some Jakes, they may take this right here. All right, all Israel's gonna be saved. So I'm an Israelite, so I'm just gonna live my life, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna come back on the other side. That's probably the mentality they got, because they know they're Israelites, So if you know you're an Israelite, that means you had to have heard the word, man, at one point in time.
Yeah.
So your mentality is, hey, you an Israelite, you know the name of the Lord, and if you don't make it on this side, you definitely gonna be an Israelite, and you're Israelite, you definitely gonna make it in the kingdom. Yeah. So you're just gonna make it another, on the second go around. So some Jakes probably took that and was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with that right there, you know what I'm saying?
That's not good enough.
That's a 2/3 mentality.
Yeah, that's a 2/3
Yeah,
mentality.
good. But they know they're gonna be destroyed. So they know they're gonna come back on the other side, and they're gonna be saved. All Israel gonna be saved. So they took that notion like, all right, I'm gonna run with that. All right, I may be destroyed on this side, but like all the fallouts, man.
Yeah.
They know that. They know the word. All the fallouts, they know the word. So they say, all right, they probably took this to your heart. Like, all right, took this to heart. Like, all right, I know I may get destroyed on this side, but ultimately I'm gonna be back in the kingdom. In my right state of mind, I have to come through the prophets.
Yeah.
I have to, come back through the prophets, the ones that make it.
Yep.
I don't want that. I ain't got that mentality, man. I want to see the destruction of. It's just blessed to see who live to see the fall of his enemies, man. I want to see Esau, man, go down, man. I want to see the so-called white man go down, man. I want to put boots to asses, man.
His kingdom, his life, and his pride all destroyed.
If you got that mentality, you don't love Yahweh Shai, man. That's ultimately what it is, because Yahweh Shai told us what to do, man, to inherit the kingdom. So why would you do otherwise? Why wouldn't you do that? Because you don't love me. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments.
And then on top of that, you're putting our Lord once again onto an open shame, man. That's right. Let's go into Romans real quick, and then we're going to go back to that.
11:7.
Yeah.
It says Romans 11:7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he's seeking for?
Yeah, Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for. Because the majority of our people, one way or another, they're seeking for the truth. All right? A lot of our people are in these so-called Christian churches. A lot of our people are in, our 5%ers. Into the nation of Islam. Some of our people are even Buddhists. So ultimately, they're seeking for the truth, because our people, they're spiritual people by nature. But it says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for, man. Because they're seeking for the truth. Go ahead.
It says, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Yeah, because the Lord is only dealing with the elect, man. The Lord is only showing his word unto his elect. And the rest were what? Blinded, man. Blinded from the truth. Blinded from the mysteries. Blinded from the prophecies, man. And they're gonna remain blinded. That's why, we come out here humbly, man. Because all of this is just a gift, man. This is a blessed gift. And it says in Sirach 30 about how some of the Lord blessed, some of he cursed. So some of our people are just cursed on this side, man, and we're just been blessed. That's why we go the humble route, or the humble route, so to speak, man. Because Yahweh Shai just gave us a gift to understand it. It wasn't of us to receive this truth, man. It's just about doing this work in humility, man. Because at the end of the day, none of us we ain't shit, man. But it's the Lord that put the Spirit, His Holy Spirit on us to receive this truth and be favored in His sight, man. So Barakatah Yahweh Shai for that. Let's go back.
It says back in Matthew 28 and 20, teaching them, I'm going to read it from 19 again. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father Yahweh.
Yeah, so when you come out here and you do the work, and you see a so-called Chinese man walk past the camp, the scriptures talk about how you try the Spirit by the Spirit, man. You don't just automatically condemn, someone that don't look like you, man. You have to try the Spirit by the Spirit. You bring out the scriptures and you test his spirit to see if he's the Most High, man. To see if he's of the elect. And if he's getting it, then you work with him, man. You might tell him, look, come out next week and whatnot. You work with that individual if he doesn't look like one of us, but yet he still understands. You don't just come out here and be ignorant, man. That's that low level teaching, man. And the Lord wants us to be on a level, man, on a very high level. That's why Great Millstone stands out. That's why you got Great Millstone camps out there in Australia, out there in right now you got Great Millstone camps out there in Africa, man, in the land of Ham.
You gotta be a discerner of spirits.
Yeah, you gotta be a discerner of spirits. You have to even pray for that, man. To be able to discern spirits, man.
And if you don't know how to discern spirits, that just shows you carnal.
Yeah.
That just shows you just seeing you judging according to the appearance. And Yahweh Shai said, judge not according to the appearance, man, but judge righteous judgments.
And what's that? Samuel 16:7.
Yeah, the Most High look at
Let's
that.
get that.
Yeah, I forgot what it said, but yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing that, then that means you're not being spiritual, ultimately. You're not going by according to what the scriptures say, and the Holy Spirit is not dealing with you. Because the Holy Spirit is gonna gather the elect. It says that in Isaiah 34, I think it's 17. His Spirit have gathered them.
That's a good one. I love that one.
The Holy Spirit is what's gathering the elect of Israel, whether they look like a heathen or not. So if you're not gathering with Yahweh Shai, you scattering. So that means the Lord didn't give you the spirit to discern an Israelite spirit from a heathen spirit, man.
Right, boy.
This is
My man.
First Samuel 16:7. It says, "But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart."
And that's how we ought to be, man. The word heart is love, which is the mind, man. Right? The Lord looks at the spirit of man. He doesn't care what he looks like, man. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to be changed. You know, the Israelite foreigners out there that don't look like us, they're going to be changed. They look like us. You know, they're gonna get that brown skin back. They're gonna get that kinky hair back, so to speak. You know,
The woman too.
and the women too. They're gonna get their hair back, man. You know, so don't watch. You know what a brother might look like, man. That's like the brother said. That's being carnal, man. And we're required to be spiritual, man. You know, the Lord requires that of his men, of his servants, of his prophets. Like the brother said, if you're not gathering, then you're scattering. And there's a price to pay for that.
Closing up the kingdom
Yeah,
of heaven.
exactly,
The Lord also
exactly.
spoke about that.
Yeah.
Closing the doors of the kingdom.
Yeah.
You're slowing up progress.
Uh-huh.
You know? Let me go back here. It says, baptizing them in the name of Yahweh.
Yeah, immersing, right? Immersing the brothers, the Israelites, within this truth, man. It doesn't mean that you go to a river or a lake and you dump them in water. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with that. But again, this whole thing is spiritual, man. Right? The Bible is the river, is the fountains of living water, so to speak, man. So what it means to baptize them is to, when you see Jake come up to the camp, or if you're working with, you know, a Jake, you might understand the truth. They're supposed to immerse themselves within this truth, man, and get busy in the truth. Do the work, man. And rebuke too, you know. And it's the water that cleans you up, spiritually, cleans up your mind. You stop calling yourself African American. You stop calling yourself a Puerto Rican. You come back to your true nationality, and then the spirit starts working with you, man. It starts supping with you. But after you're cleansed, that is, man. That takes a little while, man. And that's why we're here. That's why the spirit has got on Apostle Tahar, right, the head of Great Millstone, to get on brothers to push out these videos, man, to immerse you in the truth, to dunk you in the truth, man. You know.
And then the Lord also said, well, John said about the Lord Yahweh Shai, he said that I baptize with water,
right,
he that cometh after me will baptize with the Holy Spirit and with fire.
And with fire.
So
that
also
hell.
that's that hell, yeah. When you come in, it's not just all peaches and cream. You know, you're not just gonna come into the truth, oh, you're Israelite now. Nah, man, the hell, it intensifies the more longer you in the truth, man. Things get worse, more demons, more heavier spirits fucking with you.
The more you increase in knowledge, the more heavier demons jump on. Not jump on you, but try to fuck with you. The demons, the more you increase in this knowledge, the heavier the demons that try to plague your mind. They attack your mind. You know? And then they might jump on your woman if you got a woman, and she may, give you hell, or your children, or they may jump on on your boss, they could come in the demons can come and attack you in various ways, man. You just gotta be on point, man. Because the more you increase in this, the more heavier demons, the more stronger the demon's gonna come at you, man.
That's part of the Lord's baptism. That's part of him baptizing us, going back to Zechariah 13:9, which we read earlier. Being put through that fire so you could be cleansed. So you could be purified. Because the more the demons fuck with you and the more you combat them with the scriptures and with the spirit in the name of the Lord, you get stronger too. That increases faith, it increases your knowledge, your wisdom, and understanding.
It starts to shine.
So that's the baptism. That's part of it.
That's right. That's why the scripture saying Sirach 2:1, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. You know what I'm saying? Temptation and tribulation, you know what I'm saying? And say what? Gold is tried in the fire, man. All right? So we we working towards the kingdom, we serving the Lord, man. Amen. It's not all peaches and cream, man. It's not just roses, man. All right?
Hey, and it's all about perspective, man. You know, certain brothers can deal with different type of spirits, different type of demons. But no, at the end of the day, who's in charge? Who's in power? The Most High Yahweh, man. He's given the charge to these demons to fucking just to test you, man. That's all it is. It's a test. So don't get too shook, you know. No, just know, alright, it's the Lord testing me right now. And we're in the flesh, so certain things might happen, you might get shook, but we're here to let you know it's all about perspective. Know that it's Yahweh Shai that's in control of these demons or whatever is going on in your life. If you lose your job, the Lord is testing you, he's gonna get you another job. You lose your woman, the Lord is testing you, he's gonna get you another woman, man. You know? Don't get too shook up about it, man.
You might be in a state where you don't got money, the financial demon, that's what we call it.
Yeah.
Right, a state where you might go for a week or two or longer than that. You don't got no type of money. You barely got money to eat.
Yeah.
You can't pay your phone bill, which we got the brotherhood, you know, brothers look out for each other, but that could be a personal thing that you just got to deal with for the time being, man. Because the Lord said that, you know, he could bring a man out of dunghill. You know, he could pretty much make you rich or poor. So when the Lord do that, it's just a test. Like the brother was saying, it's just a test. That time will pass.
Yeah, and then on top of that, who was it that said, is it he that's without chastisement is a bastard unto the Lord? Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, so if you're getting chastised through the Spirit, that's gloriful, man. You know, that's a thing to be honored in, you know, because the Lord is dealing with you.
And let me just say this real quick. If you in this state of ours and you're not catching any kind of hell, you got to start getting nervous, like, oh man, everything is going straight for you. Your woman is at peace with you. She's not giving you hell. Everything is going smooth for you, man. Hey man, you gotta better start worrying like that, man. I'm not catching hell, man. Everything is going smooth for me, man. You know, because you're going to catch hell in here, man.
Yeah. Hey, the Lord is about. Sorry, so go ahead, bro.
You know, real quick, because you know, in this thing of ours, they tell you in Ecclesiastes in the book of Sirach, 2 verse 1, that when you come to serve, you got that? Right, so yeah, you bring it up.
Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, an example of coming to serve the Lord is doing what we're doing right now, man. Coming out here on the street corners and serving Yahweh Shai. This is a service. That's only for the Israelites, Romans 9 chapter, you know. So we're serving the Lord right now, and the Lord is saying through Sirach that we need to prepare our soul for temptation. This is what we're going into. There's various different trials and tribulations, man. There's various different demons out there in the world, man. The various different pitfalls that you might find yourself in the world when you're not with brothers, man. You know?
Yeah, because anything.
I'm just saying, that's what's always to keep company with brothers, you know what I'm saying? And being a part of the brotherhood, because when you're alone in this thing, that's when them demons start trying to attack you. Yeah,
no, I was just going to say that anything outside of serving the Lord, why, you know, when you come to serve the Lord, you got to prepare yourself for temptation, because anything outside of doing the work is pretty much leading you to fall out the truth, man.
Yeah.
You deal with your woman, like the brother was saying, the demon just hop on her. You know, anything outside of the truth is a vessel that can lead you to your downfall.
Hey, well, that's what Yahweh Shai said. King Solomon, Proverbs 21:16. He that wanted out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. And then on top of that, I want to say Matthew 18:20, the Lord said, because he made a statement about being amongst brothers, which we're amongst brothers right now. He says, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst, man. Right. So Yahweh Shai is always in the midst where brothers, you know, are congregating, man.
It's not that I can't. Not that I can't, but also throughout the week, man, you keep, you know what I'm saying?
Contact.
Keep in contact, you know what I'm saying? You know, you keep what I'm saying, you come around, you may do shows with the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Don't be alone. Once you start being a loner, that's when them demons stop, you know what I'm saying, trying to work on your mind. You know, because you don't have that spiritual, you know what I'm saying, that force, that energy, you know? Because you by yourself. Don't be a lone wolf Israelite, man. Basically, straight to the point. Don't be a lone wolf Israelite. Get into the brotherhood, man, you know? Because with its brother as a power, man, it's an energy thing, man.
Yeah, and then on top of that, man, you get to learn of older brothers, man, and how they move. Because once you come into this truth, you're fresh out of the world. So when you're amongst older brothers, you see how they move, how they get down.
You learn, man.
You start to learn, man. Because you're a newborn baby when you come to this truth. You don't know shit, man. So it's important to be around certain older brothers that are more experienced, that have been tried out, that have faced those tribulations that we're going to, face those temptations, and then they can break bread with you and be like, you know what, this is how this happened for me. This is how things worked out for me. You know. which gives you gives your spirit comfort, man.
It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Yeah, don't make haste in the time of trouble, man. So when you catch hell, don't be like, oh shit, man. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before, man, before I came to this truth. No. You stay firm. You know, you stay firm and rooted, man, and keep your eye on the fucking prize, man.
That's right.
Right? I don't mean to say like that, but that's how the spirit came out. Keep your eye on the prize. The prize is being delivered. The reason why we're doing this is to be delivered out of this situation, bro. Salvation. That's the only reason. We know the hell that's coming, and we don't want no parts of the Lord's wrath. Because like we always say, when the Lord turns his thing up, everything's going to be different. And you're going to know that there's a power. And you're going to be very shook. And you're going to want the Lord on your side in that day, man. When the Lord shows himself. Go ahead.
It says, cleave unto him and depart not away.
Yeah, you cleave unto him by saying in the word, man. You know? Go ahead.
That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
At thy last end, man. When all hell breaks loose. That's when the Lord is going to increase by the Spirit for doing this age. Revelation 3 verse 10. That's when the Lord is going to increase by the Spirit, man. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And in order to be kept from the hour of temptation, the Lord needs to increase your spirit. Right. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
With the patience is speaking about what we're doing right now, man. The word patience means to suffer. And we're suffering. Right? We're suffering in the cold. You know, coming out here and doing the work. Suffering the wicked of our people. Suffering the wicked of the society. So the Lord is saying, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which is doing this work and keeping his commandments to the best of your ability, you know, honoring the Sabbaths, honoring the high holy days to the best of your ability, keeping the Day of Atonement, fasting, praying for brothers. Go ahead.
It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
And that's the time that you're going to need your spirit to be increased during the hour of temptation, right? Which the hour of temptation is going to what? When Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with their wicked elite, bring about their systematic terror attack, bring about their systematic economic crash, and bring about their New World Order. The New World Order that you read about on their US dollar bill, Novus Ordo Seclorum, which is Latin for New World Order. At the helm of their New World Order is going to be what? The implantable microchip. Right? And at that time, it's not going to be so easy to go to the shop without having that microchip. So you're going to be tempted to get the microchip. And that's when you're going to need the Lord to increase your spirit, not to take the chip. 1 + 1 = 2, man. And this is the truth. A muff. All right?
And what is it tempting? It's tempting your faith.
Tempting your
That's
faith.
ultimately what it is. It's tempting your faith in the Lord.
Do you believe in what you're reading?
Right.
Do you believe in what you've been doing for the past few years? Right. Do you believe in the salvation that Yahweh is going to bring? Do you believe? It's like,
and that's why the Lord's going to have to increase your faith. I was just adding on to what you said. He's going to have to increase your spirit with more faith too. He's going to endow us with more faith.
Yeah.
You know, because right now we're feeble right now.
Right.
You know,
right.
we're feeble right now. He said, shut it down. And that's the point.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
All right. So with that, Lord, next week.